Do you ever feel like the world is rigged? Like there's a hidden hand pulling the strings, controlling everything from the news you see to the products you buy? Well, you're not alone. There's a growing unease that CEOs, celebrities, and the wealthy elite are playing a game. And we're all just pawns. Think about it. CEOs make decisions that impact our jobs, our wages, and even the environment we live in. Celebrities bombard us with advertisements and influence our spending habits, often for products they themselves wouldn't touch. The rich control vast resources and political power, shaping the world according to their interests. Are they manipulating the media to keep us distracted? Using social media to control our desires? Is everything we see and hear just a carefully crafted illusion? We can't control the actions of others, but we can control our own. It's time to become informed citizens. Do your research, question the narratives, and most importantly, think critically about the messages you receive. Here are the 5 major segments in which we are exploited by these people. This isn't just our hunch at Honest Journal. This understanding comes from the tireless work of our dedicated research team, who've been digging deep into consumer behavior and the influence of power figures. Their findings paint a picture of a system that's more curated than we realize. An untold truth, if you will. We talked about the elite controlling the game, but let's zoom in. How exactly are we being exploited by those who own the marketplaces? Imagine a platform where sellers can list their products and reach millions. Sounds fair, right? But what if the platform itself starts favoring certain brands, making it harder for smaller sellers to compete, or worse? What if they charge exorbitant fees, taking a huge chunk out of every sale? This isn't just hypothetical. Many online marketplaces are accused of doing exactly that. They become gatekeepers, squeezing out competition and limiting consumer choice. And it's not just about products. Social media platforms can be just as manipulative. They curate our feeds, pushing content that keeps us engaged, not necessarily informed. Our data is constantly collected and sold, further fueling the power of these giants. We've exposed the control of the elite in the marketplace, but their reach extends far beyond. They're also influencing what we see and believe by shaping our news feeds. Imagine scrolling through social media, bombarded with headlines designed to trigger outrage or excitement. These algorithms, fueled by our clicks and shares, create echo chambers, feeding us only information that confirms our existing biases. Is this real news, or is it carefully curated content designed to keep us glued to our screens and manipulate our opinions? Here's the truth. Social media platforms prioritize engagement, not truth. Sensational headlines and divisive content get more clicks, even if they're inaccurate. We're bombarded with targeted advertising, exploiting our vulnerabilities and influencing our purchasing decisions. Next segment, the power of perception. We've talked about the manipulation in the news feeds, but the game goes deeper. They're not just controlling what we buy, they're shaping how we perceive the world. Enter the power of perception. The elite understand how our brains work. They use carefully crafted advertising, celebrity endorsements, and even social media trends to influence our desires and opinions. Suddenly, a product isn't just a product. It becomes a status symbol, a shortcut to happiness, or a badge of identity. We're bombarded with messages telling us what to want, what to think. It seems you are liking this video. Give a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more thought-provoking content like this. We've got Plenty of upcoming videos that will challenge your perspective and equip you with the tools to navigate our complex world. We've exposed a web of manipulation, the control of marketplaces, the power of perception, and the influence of lobbying. But the system feeds on itself, and the engine that keeps it running is funding the system. Think about it. Many of the institutions we rely on, media outlets, research groups, even political parties, often receive funding from the very elite we've been discussing. This funding can create a bias, shaping the information we receive and potentially influencing the very policies that govern us. Is the news we see truly objective? Are the studies we read unbiased? Are the politicians we trust working for the greater good, or the interests of their donors? Overwhelmed? That is their tactics. Feel free and ready to challenge it. The system can be complex, and the tactics used to manipulate us can be subtle. But here's the good news. You are informed now. You understand the game. This knowledge is your weapon. Use it to be a critical consumer, a savvy thinker, and an engaged citizen. Support businesses that align with your values. Question the narratives you see, and raise your voice for change. Together, we can rewrite the rules. We can demand a system that works for everyone, not just the elite. The future is not set in stone. It's up to us to shape it. Thank you for listening. Subscribe Honest Journal